Yeah, love. Oh, I'm so happy in my life. Okay. Sitting with your feelings can be extremely exhausting. It can be really frustrating and very uncomfortable. But we must do what we don't want to do to find the secret recipe of how to heal what we're going through. In order for growth, one must face themselves in the mirror. And that can be really challenging and scary and uncomfortable. As you see me right now, feeling exactly these feelings. But I'm breathing through it while I'm talking about it. It's one of those things that is easier said than done. We have so many vices that we use to distract ourselves from doing the work. Trying to find a way to distract, trying to find a way to avoid. But avoidance is not the answer. Because the more you avoid it, the worse it gets, basically. And it's better to face it head on when you can, and allow yourself some grace when you're doing it too. Because it's going to be hard, and it's going to be uncomfortable and challenging. And you're going to be like, am I even strong enough to get through this today? You know? But I've noticed a lot of those things I did eventually had no choice but to face. I got better at it. I felt, confident in my ability to get through uncomfortable situations. I truly think this is probably the hardest lesson anyone would ever have to learn in life, because it takes so much courage, so much strength, so much mental endurance, so much I want to see myself win, so much motivation to just get back yourself to yourself. And it takes time. It's not overnight. Child, it's not overnight. You know, I try to remind myself that these challenges are just lessons that the universe is teaching me. If I ask the universe I want peace, he's going to give me chaos, and I'm going to have to find peace within that. If I want to feel relaxed in my home and relaxed and not so tense all the time, I'm going to be put in positions that make me tense and uncomfortable. You know, God's not going to give you what you want. He's going to give you the circumstances, and you do with that as you please. Which sucks. But you ever notice that? When you ask God for something or the universe for something, you're like, God, please allow me to be able to get through the day. Please allow me to have a calm day. Please allow me to have this and that and third. It's always crazy. Sometimes it's not, though. I think it's good to talk to God, talk to universe, whatever you identify with, resonate with. It's in the magic of this work that we're doing now that is the hardest thing ever, that gets you so closer to the person you want to be, who doesn't allow fears to hold her back, who doesn't allow things to trap her in her house. You know, for so long, like, everything I've ever done was based on fear, listening to my thoughts, thinking they're all real. In reality, none of that shit is A lot of things that we stress about and we worry about is all in our minds most of the time. And as I am struggling today with this video, I was like, well, you're like anxious, so maybe not. But then I thought, like, what if I could help somebody with this video? That I'm actively in this space of uncomfortability and sitting with my feelings and doing the things I need to do. What if I could help someone out there, to guide them, to know that you are not alone in it, and it always passes by. It always just a moment. So when you go into facing your fears and sitting in uncomfortable feelings, go in with grace. You don't have to go in with a heavy arm and ready to battle. Go in with grace. Remind yourself that you are safe in this moment, even though it is uncomfortable. You're gonna be all right. And if it's too much, then stop. I'd like to think about things of, there's a thing I like to call, what's it called? Brain. Exposure, right? Because some things can be really traumatic, and like you don't want to just pop yourself right in the whole situation and like face it head on. Take the baby steps. One more thing, I'm gonna allow myself to sit with this a little bit longer than I did yesterday, or I'm gonna allow myself to have grace on myself a little bit more than I did the other day. It just kind of really depends on what that is and what that looks like for you. Don't feel like you have to like go in and like freaking rush and like kill all this shit and be like, I'm that bitch and I'm gonna like face it head on and like go crazy. Like don't go crazy. Like take some time for yourself, because like stress on the body is no joke. I've been to the hospital a couple times because of the amount of stress I had. But I'm gonna end it here. I know this is kind of a short video. I have some support groups to attend, but the moment you decide to let go of control is the moment that you'll be free. And that's hard as fuck. But I'm slowly getting there. And you will too. Peace and love, y'all.